Who do I not want to be? The anti-vision. I feel like nowadays people often say, who do you want to become? Or what do you want to be? Or what do you want your future to be like? But I recently saw this thing online that was called the anti-vision. And actually one of my friends introduced the concept to me about an anti-vision. So the anti-vision is basically, who do you not want to be, or who or what do you not want to value? And for me, I really thought about it, and I was like, yeah, that's a great concept, because nowadays people just say, who do you want to be? And I feel like the wanting to be something isn't enough for a lot of people, but not wanting to be something provides more. And you don't want to be that person, so you do things in order not to be that person, right? Because nowadays you're comfortable with the life that you have, so you're like, yeah, like I could be that person, but I don't really want to be that person. I don't have enough in me to be that person, right? But when you think about it as, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person who stays up late every night playing video games, wakes up late, doesn't really do much with their life, stays home all day, doesn't go to school, doesn't go to work. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person who says, hey, I'm going to do this, never ends up doing it. That person who just talks about it. That person who tells their friends, yeah, I'm going to start this business, I'm going to start my dream, but they never end up doing it. Who do I not want to be? And it's looking at people who in your life who you don't want to be like, or looking at people online who you don't want to be like, and looking at the values that, hey, I never want to value that, or I never want to be a person who has a closed mind. I never want to be that person who pushes their beliefs and pushes their religion onto somebody, right? I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person who doesn't really put in the work, who rarely ever goes to see their family, who, when I move out of my house, when I leave my parents, I never take care of them. I never come back, show my appreciation for them. I don't want to be that person. But because some people will be like, yeah, I want to be the person who eventually buys my parents a car. I want to be that person who fulfills their dreams. I want to be that person who really makes out of that city. But for a lot of us, that's not enough. And looking at the anti-vision, the vision that you do not want, the vision that if that ever ended up happening, you would dig yourself out of that easily, right? You don't want to end up like that person, or you don't want to have that certain lifestyle. So if you want to chase your dreams, if you want to follow something or pursue something, what do you not want to be, right? I don't want to be that guy who works that dead end 9-to-5 job that he doesn't really like. I don't want to be that guy who had that dream and never pursued it. I don't want to be that guy that they were right about, who my teacher told me that, hey, you're not gonna succeed in that. You should do this instead. I don't want to be that guy who proves my teacher right. I don't want to be that guy who proves everyone I went to high school with right. I don't want to be him. I don't want to be that person that they doubted. I don't want to be that guy who never fulfilled his dreams. I don't want to be that guy on my deathbed where I say, yeah, I really wish that I pursued this. I really wish I went harder in this. I don't want to be him. What do I not want to be? An anti-vision. I feel like it's a counterintuitive approach. And oftentimes it works. It doesn't work for everybody, but if you've been a person who's like, yeah, I want this, 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 if you have a vision for your life and it's not really taking you anywhere, maybe you have to look at it in a different perspective. Maybe you have to look at it in that anti-vision perspective, right? Because sometimes doing things the way that they're supposed to be done, or doing things the way that they're normally done, isn't always the right way, right? Because everybody thinks differently. Everybody has different ways of learning, different ways of getting to that same destination, right? It's like if you're hiking up a mountain, there's a path that's already made for you, and that's the vision, a normal vision, right? But then there's also, you may be different. You might not have that path that everybody can take. So it's finding the path that you don't want to take, right? Looking at, hey, I don't want to take this path, so I have to take this other path, right? I don't want to end up like that. And it's the drive and the not wanting to be this, right? So the anti-vision. I feel like we often will think of the vision. Everybody online tells you, hey, visualize what you want. Look at the future you want. But if it were that easy, then everybody would be who they wanted to be. Everybody would have their dream. Everybody would be living out their dream, right? So instead of looking at it the way that we always do, the way that we're told, look at it, be afraid of that dead-end job. Be afraid of never getting a job. Be afraid of being that pizza delivery boy, right? Be afraid of being stuck in that grocery store job. Be afraid of that. That's who you do not want to become. And I'm not throwing any shade or any shots towards those jobs, but it's staying there, right? It's staying at that dead-end grocery job and not wanting anything else, not pursuing anything else, right? Just being stuck in that life without having another plan. Yeah, you can stay there because you need to make money, right? You need an income to survive. But I don't want to be that guy who stays there and is okay with being there, who stays there and I want to do something, but I don't do anything, right? Being stuck in that job and not wanting to get out of it. You're comfortable in that position because you're barely getting paycheck to paycheck, right? And you have your comfortable lifestyle. You go to work, you go home, you watch your show, you hang out with your friends here and there, but you know that this is not what I really want, and you stay there. So I don't want to be like that guy. So envisioning what you don't want to be, the anti-vision, and running away from that, understanding that, hey, what do those people do? What kind of values do they hold? And being the opposite of that, right? They're undisciplined. They're always getting upset at things that they can't control. They're always blaming the world for things that they should blame on themselves, right? Taking those characteristics and flipping them. So it's, what can I control in my situation, and changing it, or not blaming other people, not blaming outside external things for my situation, blaming myself and taking accountability for the life that I have, right? So what do I not want to become? Who do I not want to become? Think about that and apply it to your life. So I hope everyone's doing well. I'll see y'all in the next one.